we live in a world of abundance. We live in a world where if you want to buy clothes, there's thousands of different brands you could buy clothes from. There's thousands of different brands selling you shoes. There's all types of shoes that exist, right? Consider we live in a law of abundance, right? Now, what do people think about when we think about when something is abundant, when something is numerous, right? You know, uh, there was a guy that discussed this idea of evolution, Darwin. He described evolution as survival of the fittest. And I don't really believe in all that stuff anyway. But what this guy basically described evolution as is, let's say you have 100 lions. This guy described evolution as the female lions are going to pick the 5, 10 best lions, and then the rest of the lions are just going to, you know, they're just going to live a life where they're not really that happy, to be fair. Now, is that true? I don't know. It sounds like a negative mindset thing. That's what it sounds like, a negative mindset to me. Right? And we live in a law of abundance, right? We live in a world where you have 1,000 different options in terms of where you can eat, 1,000 different options of the clothes you can buy, 1,000 different options of the pants and shoes you can buy, right? There's billions of women out there as well. Women know there's billions of men out there. And when we speak about the life of a woman, we talk about someone with options, right? Even if she's average, even if she looks like the type of girl that doesn't get hit on a lot, I promise you, somewhere out there, there are numerous options. So, what does that mean for you, right? It means when you're speaking to a person, right? Trust is very important to develop and to have, right? When you're speaking to a human being, like you might see 2 or 3 interactions with them, with another person. You don't see the hundreds or thousands of interactions they have with other people when you're not around. What's stopping a woman who's in a relationship with you from speaking to another man? What's stopping her? Trust and likability. That you trust her to do the right thing, and that she likes you enough to not do something behind your back. That's really the only thing that's stopping someone from possibly, doing something behind your back. That is the only thing that is stopping them, right? When we talk about the idea of someone doing something behind your back, the only thing that would stop them is if they liked you enough not to do that to you, right? Do you trust them enough to not let that happen, right? For them to not let that happen, right? So, if we're being real with ourselves for a second here, when you think about people that you like, that you wouldn't backstab in your life, people that you really would refrain from doing something negative to, um, why would you treat someone good and not treat someone bad? It usually has to deal with likability. How much do you like this person? Usually, when someone does anything bad to another person, it usually involves that they don't like them, or maybe they might be doing it for reasons like such as money, or that's another story. But it's usually any person does anything bad to another person, usually because they don't like them. I think we can accurately say that, right? And when we talk about loyalty, when we talk about the word loyalty, there are some people that stay in jobs that are underpaid, where they're underpaid. And it's not because of the benefits, it's because they developed some loyalty, right? There are some relationships that women stay in with a man, even though they may know that they could do better, They have loyalty to the guy, right? And some guys describe this society as hypergamy, and maybe it's true, but I think we also have to accept the fact that there are some men who are dating women when they know they could do better, but they have a loyalty to this woman. There are some women seeing a man and they know they could do better, but they develop some sense of loyalty to this man, right? So consider that for any woman that you're speaking to, and this goes for men as well, but especially for women, you know, we talk about this idea of, keeping your relationship guarded, you know, keeping your relationship flourishing. But you have to consider that when you're speaking to a woman, there are possibly hundreds, if not thousands, of interactions that happen with her and other guys, or she's placed in other situations where she could see another guy, right? You may not be around to see it. You may not be around to experience it. You may not even know that it's happening. And the one thing that's going to stop someone from, betraying you, the one thing that's going to stop someone from going behind your back and doing something to you, the one thing that's going to stop someone that's going to help someone choose you over other people and kind of not do you wrong in such a way is likability and trusting that person. It's important that you trust that person enough that they wouldn't do it to you and that they like you, and that loyalty comes from likability and spending time with you over time. But for them generally liking you, they generally develop that sense where they wouldn't do something to you behind their back, right? It's something to consider, and it's extremely important for a person to like you, to develop that loyalty, to develop that sense of, I really like this person and I'm choosing this person over everyone else. And I'm not going to betray this person, right? Why do you choose the clothing brand to wear the clothing brand that you do? Why do you choose to wear the shoes that you do? Is it because they make the highest quality clothes? Is it because they make the highest quality shoes? Or do you just really like the brand and want to support it? Why do you choose to donate to the YouTubers that you donate to? Is it because they have the highest quality videos? Or is it because, you know what, I actually like this guy and I like his message, and I'm going to go ahead and give some money to them? It always involves likability. And when we live in a world of abundance, when we live in a world full of unlimited options, that one key factor really developing that sense of likability that someone might have for you really makes significant difference and is really an important step that should not be skipped in the process of developing a healthy relationship with another person.